Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the mat. Here on this mat, we are all connected from wherever we may be. I'm here sitting in Miami. You may be sitting in Mexico or California, New York, even Europe. But we're still connected by the mat. We're still grounded and enlightened. I invite you to begin the practice in a Sukhasana posture, cross-legged seated pose. With the tailbone grounded, rooted, lengthy spine and the crown of your head rising high towards the sky. The shoulders are drawn down away from the ears, creating space and length in the neck. The hands are resting gently on the knees. The index finger and thumb are caressing each other, creating heat. There is a cold front sweeping through Florida at the moment, and it's actually quite frigid outside. Which explains the warm weather attire. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to inhale and exhale evenly through the nose. Begin to connect with your breath and eliminate the foreign thoughts. Yoga is here. Yoga is now. Nice and even inhales and exhales with 1 second pauses in between. Scan your body and seek out any imbalances on the left side, to the right side, anterior, posterior. At this moment, I invite you to set some intentions for today's practice. Whether you dedicate this practice to someone or something or some goal, make an effort to honor that goal, person, or thing. Whatever you dedicate this practice to, just try and honor it. And remind yourself throughout your practice what you came to the mat for today. We all have our different intentions, and we all have our own limitations. Let your body communicate with you. Take a deep inhale and extend your arms above head, still maintaining the shoulders drawn down away from the ears. And on an exhale, bring your palms together and bring your thumbs to heart center. After your next inhale, let's have a collective Om to activate our throat chakra. Wow, that Om felt wonderful. How about one more? And this time, focus on starting with your mouth as wide as possible in the Ah, and then slowly closing into the O, and then vibrating out with the Inhale. Extend the arms above head towards the sky. Exhale. Bring the hands together at heart center. One more inhale. Ah. Wow, that throat chakra is truly activated. Now we will be able to verbalize our thoughts and express our feelings. Place your hands over your eyes and open your eyes and slowly spread apart your fingers, bringing in new light and new energy. Namaste and welcome to our morning flow. If you're sitting on a block, please remove the block. And make your way onto all fours. Tabletop posture. Fingertips spread out. Hands dialed out so that your index fingers are parallel with each other and also parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Your index fingers are pointed directly forward. Shoulders are stacked over the elbows. Elbows are stacked over the wrists. Knees are at hip width distance, stacked directly underneath the hips, and the tops of your feet are pressed against the mat. Navel pressed against your spine, tailbone tucked underneath, breathing evenly through the nose. Rotate those elbows outward so that the eye of the elbow is pointed forward. And on an inhale, shift your gaze forward, drop your belly, and let your tailbone shine. Exhale, press against the mat, round your spine. And shift your gaze over to your navel. For an angry cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward, and let your tailbone shine for a happy cow. Smile. Exhale, press against the mat, round your spine. Angry cat pose. Let the head hang. Relax the neck. Inhale, look forward, drop the belly, and let the tailbone shine. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale to tabletop. On your next inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back, maintaining the right foot flexed. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return to tabletop. Inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Left foot flexed. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, extend. Right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale. Bring the right elbow to meet the left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return to tabletop. Slowly begin to move your body in a clockwise, circular motion. Imagine you are a marble in a Coca-Cola can. Pause at the top and move counterclockwise, warming up the spine. Pause at the top. Exhale. Drop your left shoulder to the mat and extend your left arm to the right side of the mat behind your right arm. Shift your right hand towards the top right corner of the mat. And shift your gaze under your right armpit. Inhale, bring your right palm in front of your face. Press down to rise up. On an exhale, drop that right shoulder down to the mat and extend the right arm over to the left side of the mat. Shift your left palm over to the top left corner of the mat and gaze is under your left armpit. Nice even inhales and exhales through the nose. Inhale, bring the left palm in front of the face. Press down to rise up. Move the hands slightly forward. Curl the toes and press your hips up and back for the first downward facing dog of the day. Lengthy spine, bend those knees as you find that length in the spine. Drive those heels towards the earth. Let the head hang like a mango. Slowly inch your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Bend your knees around your spine. And slowly articulate up vertebra by vertebra, making your way to the top. And take that first step for progress. second step for growth. And feel this energy rise up through your foot with every step. Another step for love. Another step for unity. And as you make your way to the top of the mat, establish Pada Bandha, which is rooting down on the four corners of your feet with your big toes together and your heels slightly spread apart, or your feet at hip width distance with the outer edges of your feet parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Make your way into mountain pose, Tadasana. Toes are soft, rooting down on the four corners of your feet. Leg muscles are active, calves, thighs, hamstrings, micro bend in the knees, tailbone tucked underneath, creating a lengthy spine, navel pressed against your spine, shoulders drawn down away from the ears, palms facing forward, chin parallel to the earth. Imagine your bones being aligned by all your muscles. Inhale. Extend the arms above head for an extended mountain pose. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Fold forward. And allow yourself to hang here for a brief moment. Option 2, wiggle a bit, grabbing the elbows. On an inhale, place your fingertips on your shins. Extend your arms, creating an L with your body for a halfway lift. Searching for a micro bend in the upper back. Gaze is toward a singular point on the earth. Exhale. Hands on the mat, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, and establish Palakasana, plank pose. Dial in your Ujjayi breath and find strength and ease here. Tailbone is tucked, micro bend in the elbows, strong core, navel pressed against the spine. On an exhale, bend at the elbows and lower yourself halfway down to Chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes, upward facing dog. Extend your arms. Avoid dumping. Avoid splaying the heels. Legs are active, knees are off the ground. Exhale, drop the knees. Curl the toes. And press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring that left foot between both your hands. Lower the right heel. Right toes are pointed towards the top right corner of your mat with your hips neutral. Rise up for a warrior 1. Left knee bent at 90 degrees, rooting down on the outer edge of your right foot. Left toes are soft. Arms extended towards the sky. Shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Exhale. Bring both hands back to the mat. Step the left foot back and lower halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale, press against the mat, roll over those toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Driving those heels towards the earth. Lengthy spine. Head is hanging like a mango. Armpits are attempting to kiss each other. Inhale, extend the right leg and bring that right foot between both hands. Drop the left heel, left toes pointed towards the top left corner of your mat. With your hips neutral, rise up for warrior one. Right knee bent at 90 degrees, rooting down on the outer edge of your left foot. If you're having issues with the hip neutrality, place your hands on your hips, push the left hip forward and the right hip back. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, step the right foot back, and exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll up to upward facing dog. Legs active, knees off the ground. And avoid dumping in the lower back here. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Micro bend in the knees, driving the heels towards the earth. And most importantly, breathing. Ujjayi breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward and lightly step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, round your spine, and articulate up. Back to mountain pose. Back to active alignment of your bones with your muscles. Inhale. Extend the arms above head. Exhale. Hands together at heart center. On an inhale, bend your knees, drop your bum, and extend your arms up for a chair pose. Rotate the pinkies inward. Knees are over the second toe. Your toes are soft, rooting down on those four corners. Exhale, fold forward. On an inhale, halfway lift. Search for that micro bend in the upper back. Exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. And make your way into another plank. Palakasana. Make your way onto a side plank. Placing both feet sideways on the mat. Grounding on that left hand. and extending the right hand up towards the sky. Option to place your elbow on the ground. Exhale, make your way back into a plank pose, Balasana. And roll over onto that right arm, extending the left hand up to the sky. Option to place the right elbow on the ground. Inhale, back to plank pose. And exhale, bending at the elbows. Lower yourself halfway down to Chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees. Curl the toes. And press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring that left foot between the hands. Lower your right heel down. Right toes are pointed towards the top right corner of your mat. And come up into a warrior two. Left knee bent at 90 degrees. Micro bend in the right knee. Rooting down on the outer edge of the right foot. Arms extended alongside, gazes over to your left middle finger. Torso is perpendicular to the earth. Exhale, drop the left elbow on the left thigh and reach over the top of the body with your right hand. Gazes over to your right middle finger for a humble warrior. Inhale, rainbow the arms back. Placing your right hand on your right hamstring and reaching over the top of your body with your left hand. Gazes over to your left middle finger. Left knee is bent at 90 degrees. Reverse warrior. Dial into your Ujjayi breath. Inhale up. Back to a warrior two. Finding that strength and ease here. Inhale, extend the left leg. Heel toe the right foot closer to the left, shortening the distance. As you reach forward with your left hand, making sure that your left foot is intersecting your right sole. Reach forward with your left hand as you reach back with your right hip. Drop the left hand to your left ankle and reach up high with your right hand for a triangle pose. Imagine a wall on your back and you're flat on it. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your hips and rotate that right foot inward 90 degrees. So your feet are on train tracks. Your hips are neutral, pointed forward. And you're going to exhale. Hinge at the hips. Fold forward for a pyramid pose. Micro bend in both knees. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. Inhale, rise up and step forward. Back into a mountain pose. Tadasana. Inhale, bend at the knees, drop the bum. Chair pose. Rotate those pinkies inward. Toes are soft. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, fingertips on the shins. Halfway lift. Exhale. Hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Palakasana. Plank pose. Nice and strong. Activating that core. Activating your arms. Micro bending the elbows. Tailbone tucked underneath. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Lower yourself halfway down to Chaturanga. And inhale, roll over those toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, extend the right leg. Bring that right foot between both hands. Lower the left heel, left toes, pointed towards the left corner of the mat. Right knee bent at 90 degrees. Rise up into a warrior two. Micro bend in the left knee, rooting down on the outer edge of the left foot. Right knee bent at 90 degrees. Arms extended alongside. Gazes over towards the right middle finger. And you're strong here with your Ujjayi breath. Exhale, drop the right elbow to the right thigh. Make your way into a humble warrior, reaching over the top with your left hand. Inhale, rainbow the arms back for reverse warrior. Placing your left hand on your left hamstring, reaching over with the right hand, keeping that right knee bent at 90 degrees. Inhale, rise back up to a warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, extend the right leg. Heel toe of the left foot closer to the right, so that the right heel is intersecting the left sole. As you reach forward with your right hand, reach back with your left hip, and drop down that right hand to the right ankle, and that left hand up to the sky for a triangle pose. And place your back on that imaginary wall. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your hips. And rotate that left foot inward 90 degrees. Feet are on train tracks. Hips are neutral. Exhale, fold forward. Hinging at the hips into a pyramid pose. Option to use blocks here. Inhale, rise up and step forward. Back into a mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Samastitihi. Shift your weight onto the four corners of your left foot, allowing your right foot to levitate. Allowing the right foot to levitate. Hinging at the hips, keeping that right leg extended. Take that right leg back. Keeping the hips neutral, fold forward for a warrior three. Searching for that micro bend in the upper back. Extend your arms. And drop the right toes onto the mat for a crescent pose. Lower the right hand to the mat. And extend the left hand up to the sky. Avoid allowing that left knee to splay. Exhale, bring both hands to the mat. Lower the right knee. And shift your weight backwards onto that right heel, extending that left leg. Inhale, shift the weight forward onto that left knee. Exhale. Shift the weight back onto that right heel, extending the left leg. Inhale. Move. Shift the weight forward. Raise the right knee. Make your way into a runner's lunge. And step forward. Back into a mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Exhale. Bring the hands together at heart center. Shift the weight onto the four corners of your right foot, lifting your left foot off the ground and keeping that left leg extended. Take it backwards, keeping the hips neutral, hinging forward at the hips. Warrior three. Exhale, drop the knees, the left toes down into a runner's lunge. Bend the knee and make your way into a crescent pose. Exhale. Bring the left palm down to the mat and extend that right hand up to the sky. Avoid allowing that right heel to splay. Exhale. Both palms down. Make your way into a runner's lunge. And both palms down. Lower the left knee. And shift the weight onto that left heel, extending the right leg. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Raise that left knee off the ground. Have your torso at 45 degrees. Runner's lunge and inhale, step forward. Back into mountain pose. Inhale. Extend the arms above head. Exhale. Hands together at heart center for Samastitihi. Heel toe the feet outward so that the outer edges of your feet are parallel with the outer edges of your mat. And on an exhale, bend the knees, drop the bum, and bring your elbows inside of your knees. Draw your shoulders down, let your heart shine, and press those knees out with your elbows. And press those elbows in with your knees. Malasana pose. Place your palms on the ground and roll backwards. So you're laying supine on the mat. Inhale. Bring your knees up. So your thighs are perpendicular to the earth, and then your knees are bent at 90 degrees. Bring your arms out to the side, elbows bent at 90 degrees, and allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Stacking everything on the left side, knees, ankles, wrists, shoulders. Open that right arm up to the right side. Option to maintain your left hand resting on your right thigh. This twist. Aiming to root down that right shoulder. Inhale. Swing back over to the right. And shift everything over to the right. And stack the wrists, the elbows, the knees, the ankles on the right side. Swing open that left shoulder. Option to place your right hand on your left thigh. Inhale, stack it all up on the right, and make your way back onto the center of the mat. Laying flat. On an inhale, raise the feet up with the legs extended, feet pointed for a dolphin pose. Shoulders are drawn away from the ears for 5. Toes are pointed for 4. Ujjayi breath for 3. Smiling for 2. Lengthy spine for 1. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale. Rise back up into a dolphin pose. Lengthy spine for 5. Shoulders drawn away from the ears for 4. Palms facing up for 3. Toes are pointed for 2. Just smiling for 1. Exhale. Release. Inhale. Bring the knees to your chest, keeping the tailbone rooted. Hug the thighs into your chest. Exhale, release the interlace and drop the feet down with your heels near the bum. Preparing for a bridge pose and maintaining the knees pointed forward. Root down on your feet and press your hips up. Interlace your fingers be underneath your back. And bring your shoulders underneath, rooting down your arms from shoulder to pinky. Dropping your chin down to your sternum. Bridge pose. Exhale, release the interlace. Remove your shoulders from underneath your back. Raise your heels and slowly lower your back down from the upper back to the middle back to the lower back. If you have your block handy, raise your hips and slide it underneath your tailbone and extend your legs towards the sky for a passive inversion. Resume your normal breathing here. And allow some new blood to flow from your legs to your head. Letting your ankles free up from all the blood that's constantly gravitating towards it. Exhale. Lower the legs. Remove the block. Inhale, hug the knees in, keeping that tailbone rooted. Widen the thighs. Bring your knees out and bring your elbows inside the knees. Grasp the outer edges of your feet and make your way into a blissful baby. Keeping the tailbone rooted and the shoulders rooted. The bottom of your feet are pointed towards the sky and they're pressing into your hands. And you're pulling on those feet with your hands. Happy baby. Gently rocking side to side. Exhale, release the feet. Extend the legs. And bring the arms to your side and let them fall as they may for Shavasana, corpse pose. And allow the flow, the prana, let all the medicine go where it needs to go. There's oxygen and blood circulating all through your body, making its way to right where it needs to be. Relax your feet, let them fall as they may. Relax the back of your knees. Relax your lower back. Relax your face. At this moment, remind yourself of your intentions and ask yourself, did you honor them? Were they a priority? If you did honor them, great. You're on the right track. And if you didn't honor them, I believe you're still on the right track. But now you have even more goals. Goals of of focus and discipline. Slowly begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, your ankles and wrists. Activate that left arm. Activate that left leg, that right leg, and that right arm. Your abdominals. And as you inhale, raise the thighs up so they're perpendicular to the earth, and the knees are bent at 90 degrees. Extend the left arm above head and fall over to the left side, resting your head gently on your left bicep in this fetal pose, and this caterpillar in a cocoon pose, and this caterpillar experiencing metamorphosis pose. Lower your right palm down in front of your face, maintaining your eyes closed, and press down to rise back in to a Sukhasana without a block. Tailbone rooted, arms extended, hands in Sandhi, shoulders drawn down, lengthy spine, knees cascading towards the earth. This Sukhasana should feel much more comfortable than the first one, which we started the practice with. Inhale, extend the arms above head, and bow down, placing both palms flat on the earth. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide your practice today. But before we depart, I would like to invite you for one more collective Om to set you free with an activated chakra, an activated mind, an activated body, and an activated soul. Go spread positivity. Deep inhale. Thank you for letting me guide your practice today. It's been a pleasure. Peace out, guys.